Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be using the Glowforge to make the wood round. I've already made the wood round. I'm using the Glowforge, but I want to show you how to actually cut the wood on here with the forge using the pass-through feature. I'm gonna get my husband today to help me with that, and we will go through the whole process. All right. Okay, so before you start, you're going to want to remove the panels and do that while the machine is off. So he's going to go ahead and do that now. There's one in the front and one in the back. So there's one. You'll bring that forward. Take that off. Push that back. All right, so now go ahead and turn it on. Joseph here is gonna load the machine. So that middle part, I'm able to get a 15. And this wood was purchased as a 2x4, right?
Yes, when you get them from Home Depot or Lowe's, they, well, I know for sure Lowe's, it comes 2 feet by 4 feet, 24 inches by 48 inches. And when we get it with a circular saw, I usually cut it down to about 19 and a quarter. So you have 19 and a quarter by 48 inches.
So it could fit through there.
Fit through the pass through.
Okay.
You can do it. I'm thinking maybe closer to 20 inches, but I just always do it at 19 and a quarter.
All right. So you got that in. Now we're gonna go back to the computer and do that image, which we're just gonna use the circle from Glowforge. Our wood in there. $15. You're going to want to go to those 3 dots, go down to the Pro Pass-Through, turn it on. And you'll see that dotted line. Do your settings. This is Birch. We're going to do 129 full speed. So as long as it's red, it's gonna cut. So it is. Okay, so we got that lined up. Press ready, it's preparing your print. This is going to be a 15-inch round using the pass-through feature in Glowforge. Saying 1:48. So we're about to cut that first part. Turn on our vent. Hit the magic button. Here we go, guys. Okay. So now it's taking pictures. It had did that first cut. So now it's going to take pictures so it can get that top. And that can take up to 5 minutes, but it doesn't really take that long. So you can see right there, that blue part is going to be what it's going to cut next. Do not move your material or open the lid. These pictures will help align the next part of your print. This will take about a minute. Okay, that's what it said. Okay, so now it's saying shift material forward, and we'll come over here. And Joseph's gonna shift it forward, and it has to be 3 inches.
Yeah, roughly around 3 inches away from the door.
3 inches from the door. That top cut. He's going to go back over to the computer after he shifted the material and press continue. And it's going to align. Don't move your material, open the lid. Let it do its thing. So this is the one that said it could take 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes. I got that confused with the previous one. But you can see there what it's going to do. Okay, so that took about 3 minutes or so, and now we're going to confirm it. You don't want to adjust anything here or mess with anything. Just accept it and continue. And then you'll get your round. It's going to take 124. So we'll go over here, hit the magic button. You can tell that it's spot on. Perfect. So you can see where it dropped. Alright, just off the vent. Here we go. And there you have it, guys. That's the 15-inch round, cut using the pass-through feature. And I'm going to use this sign, and I'm going to make my Merry Christmas door hanger. Okay, guys, so after I did that, I went ahead and sectioned off this board with some tape, and of course 7.5. And what I'm going to do is stain this top, and then I'm going to paint this portion. I'm going to do in black. I'm probably am going to use chalk paint. If not, I'll use some acrylic. But I'm sectioning this off so I can go ahead and go outside and stain this. Okay, guys, so I'm using the same color stain, my favorite one, Minwax English Chestnut, and I did get it from Lowe's. I'm using my rag, and I'm going to stain the top. I normally do it on the side that I like the grain the most, and I really like this pattern. So that's what I'm doing. And I like to use a rag, as I said before, because it doesn't put a lot of stain on it as it does when you use like a foam brush or something. So that's all it really takes. A couple of coats, and it doesn't take long to dry. I'll do the back as well. I just think it's nicer when it's all finished, and then you don't know if they're going to have one of the glass doors, and then they'll be able to see the back, and you don't want them to see the unfinished wood. It's just going to be prettier. So look at that color, guys. Isn't that pretty? And that green. So once that dries, what I'm going to do is come back with the Rust-Oleum Lacquer High Luster Coating Spray once it's dry, and do that. So I'll go ahead and turn it over and do the other side. It will be okay. It actually rained here, guys. A little bit. Just a little bit. I have my tape there, so I'm just going to lift that up a little bit so I can get all of it. And this is an old shirt, actually. And as long as this is coated one time, I don't go over it multiple times. Because like I said, as long as it's finished, I'm happy with that. Alright, so next I will go ahead and paint that bottom section black. Once this top coat dries, then I'll do that. Okay, guys, so here's my circle, my 15-inch. I love that color, and I went ahead and taped it off. Well, when it dried, I moved it up, so this would be 7.5, and I'm about to peel it off. I did use Waverly Chalk paint and black matte. I love matte. I just like it more than I like the glossy, so that's what I used. I'm gonna pull this, And this is just the tape. I don't know, it has a name. But anyways, there we go. And I already pulled my letters from the silhouette. I did the measurements of 10 by 5. I will link the font down below. We will put that on shortly. And right now we're going to add the greenery. I did get this at Joann's, this Christmas greenery. Currently they had a sale with 70% off, or no, not that good. I think it was 40. I want to say 40% off. So I'm going to cut it a little bit so I could staple it on there, and then I'll put my bow, then I'll put my words. Just cut that a little bit with these. I call them snips. I took them from my husband, so I love them though. I love them. I think this is very Christmassy, the pine. So I think I want that one like that. Yeah, I'll take that one like that. And I got a few ribbon options I'm gonna do. So I got my heavy duty stapler. I'm gonna put a couple in here. I don't put it too high because I let my bow be up there to kind of cover this. So I'll put that on, and 2 staples is good. That one I try to do over 2, so I don't know if that fully went through, but you can grab your snips and see it didn't. Grab your snips, pull it out, and you can put another one there. And then I'm gonna do my bow. I think I'm gonna do, on my other side I did burlap and another one. So I think I'm still gonna stick with the burlap and do this plaid. But let me put on my words. I'm gonna grab my press and seal. Y'all know I like to use the press and seal for my transferring over my letters, my words to my board. And I just got used to using it. It's because it can pull, if you use acrylic, really, if you use acrylic paint, it could possibly pull up the paint if you use transfer tape, but that's the heavy kind. So I like to use this. It's just better for me. I'm just used to it by now. So you want to transfer that onto here with your burnisher. I just wrote out Merry Christmas. I don't know why I did that. Okay. In white, matte. I love matte, guys. That should be good. If it doesn't come right up, turn it over and give it a burnish on there. This thing is just, you really gotta help it get onto there sometimes. Okay, there we go. Just help it. Okay, so I finally got that. My little dot to my eye is on there. But I will be putting that back on there. That's already looking good, that black and white. Okay, get it where you want. Use your fingers as a guide. Okay, I can push it over here. This is like 2 of my fingers, 2 of my fingers. it with your fingers, and then we'll burnish it. But you want to get it on there first. That plaid bow is really gonna make it pop. Alright, here's my little eye, or my dot to my eye. Woohoo, so cute. See that, Matt? I love how that looks. Okay, so that's done. Now I have this Bowdabra. I got mine at Michael's. And it just helps you make bows. Very, very simple. Or you can do them by hand. So like I said, I'm gonna see how long I want the tail. I don't want it to go over the word Mary. So I'm gonna do it right there. Put that in there. Then you have to twist it so it can be on the pretty side. Give it a little twist. And I think that's a good size for those loops. And I'm going to put the plaid one on top of this. You want to push down and pull up on these to see. That's about right there. Pull down with this so you can have a good measurement of that. And then you can always cut it again. We're going to dovetail those ends anyway. So here's my plaid. And I always make it about ½ inch, maybe, higher than the bottom one, so that bottom can peek out. I love it, and I could probably put another loop here if I want it. Let's see how that looks if I'm putting 2 loops instead of just one. I think I like that. So I'll keep that there. Cut it a little bit. Then I'm going to grab my pipe cleaner. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to get a thicker one. I just stuck that in there. This one's not from the Dollar Tree. The thicker ones you can usually get like at Michael's, Walmart. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie that there to hold it. Give it a twist back there. Turn this. And then we'll cut this off. Then I just want to straighten it out to see I have it right. If I have those measurements right. So I know I need to cut it a little bit more on that side. Then I will fold the ends and I will cut up at that fold so I can get that point. And then since I cut that a little, this needs to be shorter, so I'm going to cut that some more. Then I'll give that a dovetail. Cut it at an angle. Okay, cut that a little. Okay, so now that I have that, now I come over here and I put that there. And I'm going to staple my bow. Just the bottom, just the burlap one. I'll give it a staple at the And then on this side, make sure it's straight. You can give it one at top if you need to, but I think it's okay. But since I see it peeking a little bit, that staple, I am gonna lift it up here a little bit and give it one at top. Another one there. And then now you can manipulate your bow. There's that. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to take a piece of my burlap I already had. I'm going to fold it twice. 2 pieces, and this is what I'm going to use to hold down my twine, or this is actually called hemp, this one here. But you can use twine too. And I lift it up, make sure it's going to be in the middle. Take this, put it here. Do it at least 2 to 3 times. Okay. And I'll just take it, make sure I'm doing it in the right spot. So that's good there. Get the other piece here. And I just think it looks better when you have that burlap there. And that's it, guys. There is your Merry Christmas wood round. I love it. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys, for watching. Okay, guys. So here's my circle, my 15-inch. I love that color, and I went ahead and taped it off. Well, when it dried, I moved it up, so this would be 7.5, and I'm about to peel it off. I did use Waverly Chalk paint and black matte. I love matte. I just like it more than I like the glossy, so that's what I used. I'll pull this. And this is just the tape. I don't know, it has a name. But anyways, there we go. And I already pulled my letters from the silhouette. I did the measurements of 10 by 5. I will link the font down below. We'll put that on shortly, and right now we're going to add the greenery. I did get this at Joann's, this Christmas greenery. Currently they had a sale with 70% off, or no, not that good. I think it was 40. I want to say 40% off. So I'm going to cut it a little bit so I could staple it on there, and then I'll put my bow, then I'll put my words. Cut that a little bit with real quick too. Then we